Test. Yalla, test. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 3 4 5 3 4 5 5 6 7 5 6 7 8.
One chair. The rougher. One chair, please. One chair. Put here for me. Ready? I'm not telling. I need 2 minutes. Let me edit.
You want? No, I'll find. I'll check now on the stats. Here. Don't worry. I'll find it.
Hello, 1 2 3 mic. Hello. Hello, 1 2 3 mic. Hello.
मोबाइल का कुछ इसका प्रॉब्लम है
हेलो
बोर्ड का
हेलो
Good evening and welcome to the Rafa Sports Club as we host the finals night of the Qatar Basketball National League. I'm Samuel Rico, and with me is the Qatar National Team Supervisor and co-commentator, Mr. Tassos Anastasios Magoulas. And of course, he happens to be the Basketball Trivia King. And the Federation logo's on there. If you don't believe me, you can ask Tassos any question or just write in to say hi at our live stream, www.com/QatarPF. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and, of course, the bell notification so you don't miss any Qatar basketball news, views, and reviews. Tassos, this is the night of nights. The league's biggest teams will compete shortly for the prestigious League Cup, and I understand there's plenty of prize money to give out. Of course, the first match will see the first and second place in Group B, while the second match will see the first and second place in Group A. They did crisscross, but they've come back again to meet one another. Abdurrahim is out. That's news for me. Okay. Number 23. Omar SADD is taking his place. Okay, so if you missed it, we've got SADD and ARABI playing for third position. Last week, SADD lost by 11 points, 89-77 against Al Gharafa, while ARABI they lost 97-75 against Al Shamal. Will youth overcome experience tonight? So the tip-off gets on the way between Al SADD running from right to left in the predominantly white outfit and against Al Arabi in the red running from left to right on your screen. And it's cost us for the first shot, unsuccessful. Lands in the hands of Sammy Monroe. He pulls away for the Al Arabi Club. Brings it back to center court. Takes on the defense. No, he's not. He finds Abdi. Abdi back to Majok. Majok, the Asia's best defender. Currently a national player for the Lebanese team as Sammy Monroe flies high. Unsuccessful for the first time. Manages to keep the ball alive through Majok. Majok back to Abdi. Abdi, 2 weeks ago, he was the star. He was actually the reason that they advanced to the quarterfinals. Couldn't do it for them last week as the ball bounces away back in the hands of Al SADD through their captain Abu Isa back to Dieng. Dieng trying to take on Majok. Majok has got the height advantage of him and the extra 2 meter when his hand goes up. The limbs, but Dieng tries to take a shot, unsuccessful. Abdi now. Abdi waiting for his team to come and join him in the key. Unsuccessful, being intercepted by Abu Isa to Dieng. Dieng tries to pop it back to Pippin. Pippin says, hey, it's Rushdie that knocked it out, not I. A very fast-paced match. So, Cassis. What a fast, hectic start to the match. So Sammy Monroe also being injected into the team. He's taken the role of Kevin Murphy. And there's this first 3 points from downtown for Costas. 3-0, as said, they take the lead over ARABI after 2 minutes of play. Cassis finds Sammy Monroe to Abdi. Abdi from downtown hits the glass, unsuccessful. Cassis manages to pick up a loose ball. It's lost out of his hands. Dieng is stolen. He takes on the defense right in the key. No, he doesn't. Costas shakes from outside. Back to Dieng, back to Pippin. Pippin! Yeah, Pippin. He is. I was just about to say, he looks like him. He's got the same height, the same build. And his first 2 points. And there he goes, going for his second, and a nice pop-up. What do you call that? The pick and roll. A nice floater, yep. So 7-3, and there's a great shot from Rushdie. So 7-6, the score. And here's Rushdie for his second back-to-back. Yeah, what a shot from the man. 9-7. They laid off him. They let him go and gave him all his freedom. Dieng. Dieng with a nice layup using the board. And a long pass to Sammy Monroe from Majok goes astray. Rushdie to Abdi. Monroe to Cassis. Abdi. Abdi. Majok shakes. A pretty tough call. (10-9). ARABI take the lead. Second free throw from Majok unsuccessful. 5:34 left on the clock in the first quarter. Abu Isa for SADD finds Dieng. Dieng finds a lot of traffic in front of him. Takes a shot. Unsuccessful. Well supported by Pippin, the number 24. First match of the night. That's not a bad start for the youngster. He looks quite young. How old is he? 25. I thought he might be 24. That's why he's got 24 on his back. Or maybe he just turned 25. We'll have to check his date of birth. Yeah. 12-11. ARABI, they lead by 1. Dieng from downtown. Yeah, ma'am, it's there. 14-12. And great defense. But in the end, it doesn't matter because Majok had too much height. But they want to. You think they want to tire Costas out so he doesn't take his 3-pointers? Costas from outside the boundary, unsuccessful. And he looks very comfortable for the first match. Monroe pushes his way through, finds Majok under the rim and slams dunks that one in. 16-14, ARABI take a 2-point lead. I think it won't be long before you find Pippen on Majok, shadowing him everywhere he goes. And here's Costas. Monroe. Rushdie. And there we go again. The same shot from the right-hand side, only this time for Majok. Swinging from limb to limb. 18-14. ARABI. They've been energized. Dieng. To SADD. SADD comes up short. Monroe. Cassis, the shortest man on the court. He finds Rushdie. Back to Majok. Majok to Monroe. Monroe gazes the scene. Checks it out. Shakes. Dummies. Finds Majok. Majok. It's there. Using his full body. (2014) on notice now. SADD, they're continuing their nice passing game that they like to play, but they're also going for 3 points. They're not going for the easy 2 points that Dieng could have scored easily just then. He was inside. I don't know. The height. So 20 plays at 17. After the captain, he sunk 3. 3 free shots for Abu Isa. And all 3 of them successful. Sammy Monroe goes away without the ball. Dieng, he finds Costas. Costas changes direction, pulls back, finds his captain. Abu Isa for 3, unsuccessful. Rolls away into the hands of Majok. Majok is swamped by the defense, so is Sammy Monroe. Abdi is all alone. Shakes, dummies, comes back to Sammy. Sammy looks at the board, hits the rim and bounces out into the hands of Dieng, and Dieng throws away and nobody there. So many things happening in his head. Flustered. Trying to find the rhythm. (20 plays 17. Cassis now. pushes his way in, finds a pass out to Rushdie. Rushdie to Sammy Monroe to Abdi. Abdi hits the rim into the hands of Pippen. Pippen to Dieng. Dieng to take it out as the defense gets in place for Al-Arabi. They're all over Costas. Costas has no room to move. Suffocated, in fact. Abu Isa uses the board successfully. What a shot. What a neat shot. Nice play by Costas to see that sort of vision. 20 plays at 19. 1 minute left on the clock. Majok going for three. And it's there. Thank you, ma'am. I'll take that. 23 plays 19. Costas from downtown hits the rim on the board. Sammy Monroe, easy shot, nice layup. Costas couldn't get there in time. Well, he was there, but he couldn't do anything about it. 25-19, Dieng, and a nice reply. Takes on Sammy Monroe. Cassis now. Cassis. What Arabi are doing successfully, they're taking the game to Al-Sadd, and they're playing their game in a much better fashion and faster way. Majok, a crossover pass to Abdi. Abdi, he goes long. It was never going to enter. He could not see the rim, and that's the end of the first quarter. 25-21. What a quarter it's been. Yes. But he's having more luck tonight than he did last week. I think it's a good quarter for both teams. I mean, 25-21. There's not much in it. Both excellent in attack. It's just that the defensive pattern of Al-Sadd is not getting back quick enough. Regrouping in defense. They have a height. Also, they have a height differential. And it's still I mean. If you look, Faisal Abu Isa, if you want to match them up, he matches with Cassis, and all the rest are much taller and fast. And notice that Al-Arabi, they are throwing the ball. They're prepared to throw the ball the full length of the court. They don't need short passes. This is what Al-Sadd are trying to do. The full court passes are catching the Al-Sadd team offside without even looking. So Yassine Taha, the number 10 for Al-Sadd. He replaces the number 13, Omar Saad.
For some reason, Al-Sadd is not defending the three-point line, and they have all is shooting an excellent percentage of 5 out of 8. I don't understand what is the concept right now from Al-Sadd.
So Dieng, we welcome you back to the second quarter of the men's basketball final for the third place between Al-Arabi and Al-Sadd, coming to you live from the Rafa Sports Club. Samuel Rico and Tasus Magulas with you tonight. We hope you are enjoying this coverage. Make sure you stay with us. Immediately after this match, we will have the finals between Al Gharafa and the defending champions Al Shamal. That's going to be a whopping match.
The mother of all wars.
The giant of giants.
Yes.
Sammy Monroe. Monroe being called in as a late addition to replace Kevin Murphy, who was having a very good time with the team.
Correct. It looked like the same pattern. They changed Sammy Monroe when they lost big to Gharafa. The same happened when they lost big to Shamal.
A nice block by Cassius. Cassius trying to keep it inside with an overhead pass, unsuccessful. Finds its way back into Costa's hands, and from downtown, it's there. 28 plays 24.
What is this? They will try to do more. They will try to give Costas more open looks, not force shots. It's not his game. Then try to give him the ball in better positions to shoot. Now they go for the pick and roll. Very nice.
Abdi with a cat and mouse chase between him and Costas. DeYang. DeYang finds Costas tosses to DeYang, unsuccessful. 28 still plays at 24. A long pass, a nice knockdown by Costas.
It's not.
He hits the rim.
No, it's not that.
He could have had. I think there was a better option for him elsewhere.
He tries to get in his rhythm, but so far it looks like in the first half of Gharafa, it's not finding it. So let's see, because he has a long arsenal, big arsenal of plays. What he will do?
Cassius beats one, hits the rim, into the hands of Pippen. Pippen back to DeYang. Bobikar DeYang to his captain, Abu Isa. Faisal to Taha. Ya Taha. Costas running out of time. Taha finds off the board.
Excellent play from
what an
Taha.
excellent point. Under pressure, it doesn't get better than
that. From know the timing and controlling his body, controlling his mind. Excellent play from Yassin Taha.
His first points in the match, 28 plays 26. Monroe to Majok.
They tried to take advantage of the mismatch. ARABI very good in the pick and roll, in the switch on defense, and the foul on Babakar Dieng, who tried. The referees so far, they do a very good job on officiating on the same terms, both teams. They don't give the contacts. They allow the players to play hard with their bodies. When they use their hands, it's a foul.
So they do. I've seen they do let a lot of advantage play on.
Correct.
Keep the flow of the match as a three-pointer sinks in.
Using the glass. This is Khalid Abdi.
Khalid Abdi at his best.
He's
31 plays 26. 6:37 left on the clock. The second quarter of the men's basketball final for third place. Not to be mistaken, the final for first and second. DA, it's there! Wobbles in the bucket.
It's great to see Khalid Abdi exchanging baskets with Dieng. This is the past, the legend of Qatar basketball, and the present and the future of Qatar basketball national team.
A nice combination.
Excellent.
Before and after. Majok. You can't defend that. How do you defend that?
Looks like they try to switch. This is what the coach Brasiako says to his players. You need to switch on this pick and roll situation. So far, they're not switching.
DeYang. Two defenders in front of him. Gives it to Taha. Says, you try your luck. Taha
started the game with a lot of poise, and this cuts him right now.
So Majok.
Also, let's say ARABI doesn't have Badr Tawfiq. Their sub-power forward who had very good games.
I thought Badr might be a definite starter tonight.
Yeah, but it looks like he will not play with them.
Rushdie finds Majok. Majok just pops it up.
I do not understand the defense of Al-Sadd right now. They doubling players that they have already been defended, and they leave either the shooter or somebody under the basket alone. It's like,
I mean, you can't leave Majok alone. DeYang. And they can't rely on this man for 3 points every single time. It's there.
He's there.
35 plays 32. Costas, the magician. I think we called him once before.
He
is a magician.
Now zone defense from Al Sadd. They try to defend better, a little bit control their basket. Let's see how it will work for them.
Rushdie pushes one defender away. Pippen regathers after the shot.
Coach Hatem immediately checks that there is a change on the defensive end, so he will regroup his offense also.
Dieng shadowed by Pippen. Back to Taha. Taha comes up short. Rushdie pulls away with the ball, finds some support in Abdi. Abdi off the basket.
Excellent.
Off the glass. What a great move. Nice piece of play. Very pretty to watch. 37 plays at 32. Al-Arabi kicking away by 5 points.
Khalid Abdi playing like the youngster he is. Let's see what we said about holding. This is what the referee shows. They'll allow the physical play, but not holding.
Or did Pippen hold back? Abdi held back.
Abdi, according to the referee, Abdi holding to the defense, the defender.
Dieng. Rushdie copped a shoulder barge from Pippen. Abu Isa. It's there. 37 plays at 34. 3:34 left on the clock. This is the second quarter of the Men's Basketball League final for third place between Al Sadd and Al Arabi. Al Sadd, of course, in the white, running from right to left. Al Arabi running from left to right in the red as Majok swings again.
And it's the first time out of the game after 17 minutes, because the game is going relatively well. It's for Al Arabi better, but it's still, there is not a big run from Al Sadd or from Al Arabi. So Al Sadd keep their time.
Both teams keep feeling kind of confident that the momentum hasn't gone either way or to the opposition.
Correct.
So they haven't called or used up their timeouts yet. But, I mean, this is the quarter to use them. Otherwise, they can't use them in the second half.
1 point of, that's why I think Coach Bratsiakos called this timeout, is 16 points of Majok. And there are, all of them, are, besides one three-pointer, all the others are easy dunks. So it looks like he wants to regroup his defense on this part. Coach Hatem, I think he feels okay with his team so far. They execute the plan. They're up by 5 points. They give the ball inside. Sami Monroe is not keeping the ball too much. Khalid Abdi is doing the job. So Khalid Rushdie has scored already his 6 points. So they do, I think Arabi looks a little better right now. And
a little bit more composed.
They're more okay right now.
Controlling the ball better. And
they do exactly what they have to do. Give the ball
fast
inside.
breaks are super fast. The fast breaks.
Yes. This is taking advantage.
They are still, their long court passes is catching the Al Sadd team unaware.
So far, a very good game from Babakar Dieng and Faisal Abuisa on the part of Al Sadd. Majok, of course, Khalid Abdi, and Rushdie for Arabi. Pick and roll. That didn't work.
Majok to Monroe to Cassis.
He stepped outside.
No look pass to Rushdie, who stepped over the boundary right in front of the referee. No denying that. Hatem Mamlouk is not happy with the decision.
For the decision of Khalid Rushdie. Right now, this is how they miss Abdurrahim Abuisa Al Sadd. Taha, with all his effort, Abdurrahim Abuisa is the player that can play with Arabi because he's 192 big guard and he can do a lot of things to help them in this
nice play. Had that gone in, that would have been a brilliant play.
You cannot make
Pippen sucked in 3 players, 3 defensive players. Rushdie for 3. Hits the rim, bounces in the hands of Dieng. An overhead pass to nobody from Dieng, and he manages to tap it out.
This is the time where the bench is not helping, not the coach, because everybody saw to Dieng pass for a fast break. There were players in front of him, but there was no real fast break. This is what Babakar explains to his teammates. don't shout for a fast break. I know what I have to do. They push him for a fast break. He passed the ball to nobody because everybody ran. Nobody kept a distance, a better distance for him to pass. This is when you are in a hurry. They want to play fast, but they don't want to play in a hurry.
I'm noticing that Pippen is starting to struggle a bit now.
Dyerson is coming.
Yeah.
He has been out of the game since March 2020. Now he's like 11 months. He will have this spurt.
So he'll be looking forward to the break. There's only 2:30 left on the clock before the halftime break. ARABI leading at the moment by 5 points at 39-34 over the Al-Sadd club. Both teams are coming off a loss. Al-ARABI, they lost to Al-Shamal, who advanced to the final, and they'll be appearing in the next match against Al-Gharafa. Gharafa, of course, they knocked off Al-Sadd by 11 points, and I mean, it could have gone either way, but in the end, Gharafa were the better team on the day.
Gharafa were the better team. Both teams did the best. Both coaches did absolutely the best. Phenomenal job. At the end, Gharafa, the best team won.
The best team
because they were better. Finish. This is what we said.
No,
Shamal also, we need to say they did such a great game. At the correct moment, everybody came together, and ARABI it's a great team. It's a very good team, a very experienced. To beat them like this.
Abdi, unsuccessful. Finds himself with the ball again, courtesy of Monroe. Abdi to Rushdie. Rushdie keeps it alive. Back to Abdi. Oh, that would have been one of the best points I've seen had it gone in. Unlucky, and a nice intercept by Cassis to Abdi. Abdi's got Rushdie. He's going to use him. Rushdie's lost it. And the referee says
the difference. Turnovers. Al-Sadd throw two balls away. ARABI will not make this turnover. They make one turnover, Khalid Rushdie, by stepping outside, but something can happen. But they're not going to sell the balls easily, as we say.
Yeah.
They will make a turnover if you push them or something, or you pressure them. I mean, this is
Al-Sadd, I feel they are panicking.
They try to run because this is the game, but this is against a team that knows how to defend this running, and they proved it. So they're getting frustrated. They try to run where there is no run.
Pippen. An overhead pass too strong for Sadd.
Weak side pass.
Maybe he miscalculated his height.
It was the right thing to do. I mean, passing on the weak side,
yes.
But it was just a little higher.
And
Their
Sadd
turnover in less than 1 minute.
Very painful for the coach Vasilis on the sideline to see such turnovers. Abdi, a dummy pass, knocked out of his hands. That comes away with
another turnover.
I feel
it was saved by.
ARABI are more desperate. They're putting their body on the line, and Sadd are waiting for the ball. ARABI are taken on the ball.
Al-Sadd tries to play the same way they played with all the other teams, and it's correct. This is how they lead so far.
Ziyang, Pippen, loses it, gets it back. Abu Isa, finally.
Over Majok.
39-36, yes. And it was a long jump shot over Majok's head. It had to be. Cassis, Monroe shoots unsuccessfully. Isa, you wouldn't read about it. A misunderstanding has cost them 2 points. Abu Isa and Costas hanging his head. He knows what he did wrong. He should have let it go. He wasn't aware of Abu Isa standing there waiting for it. Unfortunate mistake.
Brasagos has every right to yell at Costas and everybody. I think they overdo it right now. And Al-ARABI is playing just their game. They're not even their top game. And they have made already so much. 5 turnovers in 1 minute and a half. This is not possible if you want to win anything.
They just need to calm down.
Yes, they're not calming down.
They're playing like they're 50 points behind.
And this is where you need a player of the caliber of Costas to control them more, because he has been in a situation that nobody can dream of. It's a dream of every basketball player to play in these games, and he has been a leader.
He needs to apply his experience.
So they need. I know that they think that the way they play is the fast way. You see, ARABI, what they do? They defend immediately the first pass because they know that AHLI will run. So what they do, Casas especially, and Rusdi, they go and attack this first pass. The moment AHLI will pass the first wave of the defense of ARABI, they have their way, they find a way. The problem is the 5 turnovers they committed in the last 2 minutes. It's because ARABI does very good job. This is good reading from Coach Harem, how AHLI likes to play. And they attack in this first pass.
33 seconds left in the second quarter, just before the break. ARABI leading 41-36. A 5-point difference as a 3-point shot from SADD goes astray into the hands of Sammy Monroe. Bring it in out for the ARABI club.
AHLI has 2 fouls to give. I don't know if they will do it.
Casas takes a shot from downtown and bounces away.
Timeout from ARABI. They have 1.8 seconds. So they need to have a good play. They had a good play, which they used to send the game to overtime in the regular season, the first game of the year, where it was SADD up by 2, and it was an inbound play to Majok. This is what they will try to do again. But now it's the presence of people, maybe will change them. But 1.8 seconds is huge. I mean, they can dribble, they can maybe even one pass. There is
easily 2 points, 3 points in basketball.
They have a lot of players that they can do this play. This is what is good with ARABI. This is the level of ARABI. When you have experienced players, they have 5 players, they can do this play. Let's see how AHLI will try to defend.
Said obviously as the game draws on by, the defensive pattern is becoming more weaker and fragile.
I think the problem right now is switched with the defense. They control the game and their defense. The problem appears with the turnovers. With 5 turnovers in the last 2 minutes or 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the game, down by 5, or I do not know what will happen, they should feel very lucky. Because you cannot turn the ball over 5 times in a span of 2 minutes. It means you have less possessions in 2 minutes.
Absolutely. And you can't win games without possession. Everybody knows that.
And easy turnovers, not like turnovers out of pressure defense, like simple turnovers.
Abdi from Majok, and not a very good pass, and they've run out of time. Maybe if Majok got it clean, it could have been something different.
It should be this is what AHLI is showing very well. It's a volleyball pass. He was this is what he shows Majok. Majok understands it. With 1.8, you can just have a touch pass and a shoot. This is what AHLI was showing to Majok. Yeah. That give me a volleyball pass, and then I had time to
shoot it without catching.
Yes, correct.
Unsuccessful. So we go to the half-time break. ARABI leading 41-36, a 5-point difference between the leading team over the trailing team.
We can have the statistics if you want.
Let's go for the statistics.
Let's go for ARABI, who is up by 5. Casas with 5 points, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block for the shortest play on the court. I mean, says a lot about his effort on the court. We have Sammy Monroe with 7 points, 9 rebounds, great presence, 3 assists, 3 steals. This is the Sammy Monroe that they want to see, and the 2 turnovers that they don't want to see, of course. Majok, 16 points, one of his best games, 3 rebounds, 1 block. Abdi, 7 points, Rusdi, 6 points, with 4 assists, Khalid Rusdi. Excellent game again for Khalid Rusdi. When Khalid Rusdi is focused, he is one of the top players.
لعشاق كرة السلة غدا الأحد المباراة النهائية للدوري القطري موسم 2021 الشمال والغرب في 7 مساء بقاعة نادي الغرب. من سيحصل على أولى بطولات الموسم؟ تابعونا على قنوات الاتحاد مع أطيب الأمنيات بمشاهدة ممتعة. لعشاق كرة السلة غدا الأحد المباراة النهائية للدوري القطري.
For AHLI, Kostas has 9 points, 3 out of 6 3-pointers, but 3 out of 9 overall. Dieng 10 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, but 4 turnovers. This is what is the problem right now. The best player, Babakar Dieng, he has 5 assists. Abuisa 9 points, excellent game. Omer SADD hasn't scored 0 out of 3. Pippen 6 points, very easy in the first 5 minutes. He hasn't taken the ball so far. He shot only 4 times, but he has 9 rebounds. Which is very good for them. And Yassin Taha 1 for 2 shots. Al-Sadd is shooting well, 5 out of 13. But the problem, Sam, is the rebound. They have only 2. They have lost 6 defensive rebounds and 5 turnovers in the last minutes.
I see SADD have a communication problem, especially when they do get the ball off the rebound. Either they are not communicating well or they're not understanding.
They try to run, yes, they try to
play.
موسم 2021 الشمال والغرافة في 7 مساء بقاعة نادي الغرب. من سيحصل على أولى بطولات الموسم؟ تابعونا على قنوات الاتحاد مع أطيب الأمنيات بمشاهدة ممتعة. لعشاق كرة السلة غدا الأحد المباراة النهائية للدوري القطري موسم 2021 الشمال والغرافة في 7 مساء بقاعة نادي الغرب. من سيحصل على أولى بطولات الموسم؟ تابعونا على قنوات الاتحاد مع أطيب الأمنيات بمشاهدة ممتعة. لعشاق كرة السلة غدا الأحد المباراة النهائية للدوري القطري موسم 2021 الشمال والغرافة في 7 مساء بقاعة نادي الغرب. من سيحصل على أولى بطولات الموسم؟ تابعونا على قنوات الاتحاد.
With Rusdi, with Abdi, I mean the core of ARABI players. They have won the league, they have won the title, they have won the Mir Cup even this like 4 months ago. The same group, CJ, Abdi and Rusdi being not only starters, they have been the stars of these teams. The last 3 years of the ARABI comeback for the titles. Yes, they know how to do it. SADD, now they build this. Babakar is his first year as a leader of this team. Faisal Abuisa is only his 2nd final. And they're missing an important player in Abdurrahim Abuisa. So there you go. ARABI has also their share of players that are out. Tala is not playing. Badr looks like he will not play. So 2 coaches doing the best they can with what they have right now.
We have a question from one of our viewers, and he asks, when we generally ask a coach or a player, where will the game be won? And they say, the reply generally is in the defensive zone, how the defense is played. With tonight's 2 teams, they love attacking and they enjoy it, as we can see.
Correct.
So can the answer or reply for this match be in the offensive manner?
No, because what they will do, they love to attack. So the one defense that you will take is going to win you the game. The 5 defenses Al-Arabi played in the last 2 minutes of the game, and the steal balls and the forced turnovers, this is the difference.
So it's also, so when we talk about defense, we're also talking about possession.
Possession. This is about you need to have more possessions than your opponent.
Correct.
So this is what so far Al-Arabi is doing. With offensive rebounds, and even the stats, you don't count the offensive rebound as an extra, but with the more shots they have and the turnovers that they're committing, yes, they do the job.
Very well. Let's talk about our next match, since we've spoken about this match in depth. Talk about our Shamal match and the Rafa match, which we will not cover verbally, but we will cover it on our
مع
QBF
أطيب الأمنيات بمشاهدة ممتعة. لعشاق كرة السلة غدا الأحد المباراة النهائية للدوري القطري موسم 2021 الشمال والغرافة في 7 مساء بقاعة نادي الغرب. من سيحصل على أولى بطولات الموسم؟ تابعونا على قنوات الاتحاد مع أطيب الأمنيات بمشاهدة ممتعة. لعشاق كرة السلة غدا الأحد المباراة النهائية للدوري القطري موسم 2021 الشمال والغرافة في 7 مساء بقاعة نادي الرفح. من سيحصل على أولى بطولات الموسم؟ تابعونا على قنوات الاتحاد مع أطيب الأمنيات بمشاهدة ممتعة. لعشاق كرة السلة غدا الأحد المباراة النهائية للدوري القطري موسم 2021 الشمال.
Qatar have Coach Musai who knows how to play these games. You have Nadim who's coming, he's emerging one of the best players.
For me,
I mean, there are things that you cannot miss.
Nobody can say this.
Garaf at the top of the game. Like, there is no unbeatable team at Wakra Soviets, but they're close to be one of the. What closest we have in this country as an unbeatable team can be Garaf. When they have full power, they have no injuries, and they are everybody's in the, let's say, at the top of their game.
So let's take the Garafa Shamal match. How much of it depends on the coach?
100% all the game. Samal has reached the final because of Coach Hassan. All the players can do whatever they want. They did a very good job, all of them. Especially the early stages. Hats off for me to Aragzi, to Berisvili, to Amara, to Omer Ahmed, to Kosar. 5 players taking, keeping the team alive. But the coach is the one who controlled them. And the coach, you see how he inserted Faris Avdic, Emir, and now Mansour. This is, we said about Garaf, that's close to be unbeatable team. A healthy and in top shape Samal, because we have everybody's coming from injury, 3 players. It's it's the best team with Garafa. For me, it's equal teams.
So let's see them head to head. I'm glad you said that. We've got Franklin Session. He'll be up against Wael Arakji.
Against Fadi.
Fadi?
Fadi will play today. Because we need to inform our viewers that
he's taken Berisvili.
Berisvili has an injury. He occurred in the second half of the semi-final.
Yeah.
Bad break, very bad break extremely bad this break for Samal, and they will add Fadi, who has done a great job, scoring 30 points after 2 years of absence, and the victory against Qatar Club is what drove Samal to be in the Final Four. These details.
So Fadi, who is a 3-on-3 specialist and a long-time member of
Al Jais, as a captain, he won the league in 2017. He won the Mir Cup 2 times with Al Jais. He has a long legacy in
I'm talking about Fadi Abdul Mona, of course.
Fadi Abdul Mona,
is originally from Lebanon. He's a Qatar national now, playing with the Qatar 3-on-3 national team. He will make his second match, I think, is it? Second match for Shamal this year. He played 1 match
on the 20th?
3 weeks ago.
Who? Fadi, he played his second match. His first match was 3 weeks ago against Qatar Club, where he scored 30 points.
And this will be his second match for the team. And what a call-up, to be called up in the final.
And this is how you write stories. And history. And will be, and if Samal will win tonight, he will be one of the players that they have won title with 2 different teams. And in the last 4 years, sorry.
Do we have anybody else out from either teams? Abdurrahman Saad, Hamad Yusuf, the captain.
Abdurrahman Saad has won league only with Garafa.
Only with Garafa.
Mohamed Yusuf has won the league. He won the cup with AHLI and Qatar Club. So it will be also, I think it is his first title will be in Doha. First league title. He will correct us for sure if he hears us. There are titles in the zeros, but it's like 20 years ago. We do not know. So Amara has won titles with Garafa, has won the league title with Garafa and with Samal. He's the only one.
Tyler Harris?
No, Tyler Harris is his first year in Doha.
Nadim Muslim?
Nadim, now he's emerged. No.
He's won international matches. And Franklin Session?
Franklin Session, he's also all in Garafa.
Okay. So let's go to Aragji.
Aragzi looking for his second title with Shamal.
For Shamal. Omar Salim, we already spoke about him.
He has won the league with with 3 teams: Rayan, Garafa, and Shamal.
Faris Abdic.
We're looking for his 3rd title in a row for Shamal, with Shamal.
With Shamal.
He is a homegrown player of Shamal, anyhow.
Abdul Qassar.
Qassar has won the 2 titles with Shamal also.
And
Beresvili, he won the title last year, but
he won't be there tonight. Unfortunately for Beresvili, he's out injured. So, what a great lineup we've got coming up between the 2 heavyweights of basketball that will meet in the final immediately after this between Al Gharafa and Al Shamal. A very good analysis and history from our basketball trivia king, Tasusa Magulas.
Khalid Abdi has won titles with 2 teams.
Abdi his form tonight is striking once again. He was very quiet last week. I asked him earlier on, I said, Khalid, what happened last week? He said, we were just beaten by a better team.
We tend to forget that there is in sports this. We try to overanalyze sometimes this, but there is a simple answer, and Samal had the perfect game. And they were prepared for this game, and they did a good job, and they took advantage of the roster. They had a very good game. So, yes, it was true.
But you know what I noticed about the players or the coaches in the league is that when I ask them about the other teams, or when I ask them, what they think about the other team or what they expect, I don't get any insults. You know what I mean? I don't get any roughness or, we're going to smash them. We're going to come out. We're going to beat them. They got us last time, but this time they better be careful because we're coming out, all fired up.
Correct.
Why is that?
Because
you get that in the NBA and you get it in the Euro League.
You get it everywhere. But let's not forget, we are a small family here. Basketball, we are a small group of people. And we are together every day. For me, I'm in Doha, for example, 6 years. These people were together 6 years. Let's say the newest one is Coach Bratsiakos. He's 1 year and a half in Doha. But he has played all this 1 year and a half in the same gym. He's speaking with the same people, with Coach Hatem, with Coach Kusai, Coach Hassan, Coach Ihab. It's a small group. We are on the same boat.
But fans love that aggression coming out. You can be brothers off the court, but on the court there must be some aggression. There must be some hunger. There must be some anger.
I saw this in the finals between Rayan and Jais when I came in 2015 and 16. But this is different. It was a different era and different. Yes, there was because we had a huge team. Okay, Rayan is a huge team. Jais, so this was the army. We wanted to win the title because they had a lot of good players, and it was great. And you should see the animosity there. You should see the animosity. You should see what happened. There were even statements from people. Coaches were fighting together, but here you have people in a good spirit. You heard Coach Kusai, what he said after he beat Al-Sadd. He didn't say anything about Garafa. He said, we've been an excellent team and a great coach. And he believed it.
We need players to fire up more, to have a better anger, but have a better grunt. And when they are talking about, yes, respect them in every manner, but on the court, it must be a battle. It has to be.
Omar Sadd fought Abdurrahman Sadd, for example.
Yeah.
There is a battle on the court.
There must be a battle.
There is
but
a battle.
It also must be a battle leading up to the match.
It's not going to go
it
over.
It makes great publicity. As we restart the third quarter of the men's basketball league final for third place between Al-Sadd and Al-Rayan. Al-Sadd and Al-Arabi. Al-Arabi running from right to left in the red, while Al-Sadd running from left to right on your screen in the white. Majok for Al-Arabi.
Something that was my mistake, Sam. Al-Sadd is missing focus right now. They try to insert a different kind of player. a slower player, stronger inside, but slower. So this is happening to Al-Sadd right now.
They are missing him.
They're missing a lot Fotis because they're missing his offense. Defense, with the presence of Pippen, is longer, is bigger, is stronger, he's younger, yes. But their offensive game, I think the cause of turnovers is because Fotis used to be a huge part of this team.
And there is Pippen. Pippen.
And this is what they're getting from Pippen. That he can go against Majok, he can score on him. This is what they're getting. You're getting something, you're losing something.
And Fotis is a great mentor. And he's great to play with and around. And there's Majok completing the shot for Rushdie.
And you should see Kevin Pippen asking the basket not to count, because in USA, in G League, in NBA also, you cannot touch the ball when it's over the rim. But in European basketball, what we play, it's totally legitimate.
And Saad finds the ball in his hands to De Yang, unsuccessful with a three-point attempt. Pippen, Majok, Pippen.
3
Pippen
seconds.
gets the best of Majok.
3
No.
seconds inside the basket, inside the paint. Yes. ARABI tries to build a small lead, and they try to get a double-digit lead. And they know they're very experienced. They want to push more Al-Sadd to play more in a hurry.
45, it plays at 38, 8:25 left on the clock in the third quarter of the men's basketball league final for third place between Al-Arabi and Al-Sadd. Samuel Rico and Tasusa Magulas in the house with you as Rushdie posts another 2 points.
A quick timeout for Coach Bratsiakos only after 1 minute and 50 seconds. It looks like what he has discussed with his player during halftime hasn't worked. ARABI is going for easy baskets. I believe I see frustration on the part of Al-Sadd.
Yes.
This is the only translation, because they don't have the poise they should have. I mean, they gave this team is the surprise of the league. It's the Black Hole. They just came out of nowhere and they will go to Final Four. And they look like they are more disappointed than ARABI, who was projected to win the league. And they look much more disappointed right now. That's why I think this very quick timeout, very smart move from Coach Bratsiakos to wake them up. Because they look, if you see the moves in there, they look like, what are we doing here? But this is Al-Sadd that nobody counted even to be in the first 6 teams with all these young kids.
So Al-Sadd are entering a dangerous moment in the third quarter. They need to work on their defensive mode. Otherwise, Al-Arabi look very dangerous and ready to kick along.
ARABI is just doing their game. They're not playing even their A game. They're just playing their game. So this is the experience. They can handle a bad situation for them because they're in a bad situation, because they will not go for the league title. But with experience, and Sami knows these situations. He knows how to deal with them. They have the experience. And immediately you see it's what they did. They did some simple things. They attack immediately Al-Sadd.
And another silly mistake costing them possession of the ball. Gives Arabi a chance to attack. Luckily for Al-Sadd, Al-Arabi have been unable to score. A quick pass from Abu Isa to Costas. Unsuccessful. Ibrahim Saidi is on the number 9.
Excellent fast break.
What a turn. What a layup underturn.
What a pass from Majok. He wasn't feeling sure, so he passed the ball. 11 points. Al-Arabi will try to close the game now. It's very early, but with their experience, they will try to close it now.
So, Coach Vasilis making an early change for
Ibrahim Saidi. Because what he tries to do, he tries to match the energy of Al-Arabi. He puts an excellent defender, a kid that will fight for every possession inside the paint. And he scored also. And he helped stealing the ball. This is what he tries to inject some energy.
Yeah, he needs a hustler. He needs a hound dog out there a rover who will chase the ball and prepare to put his body on the line. Al-Sadd through. Costas.
And the third foul. Oh, no. This is
And against the
Pippen.
run of play.
Pippen. Third foul for Pippen. This is the first problem of the game.
It must be painful. You've got the ball and you foul and you lose.
And the offensive fouls, yes, on the screen, it's always a little hard.
49 plays 40. 9-point leader for Al-Arabi. Cassis, Abdi, Rushdi finds Abdi in the rim. Too long for the tower. Majok. Dieng runs into a wall.
And Ibrahim Saidi.
Sami Monroe. Saidi takes the ball. And a pass it to Costas ends up in the hands of Abu Isa. Too long. Drives away. Back to Costas. He makes sure of it. 49 plays at 43. It's not over yet. It's not over by a long shot. 6:13 gone. 6:13 left.
Again, there's no defense of Al-Sadd. No. Let's see.
Majok to Abdi.
Very good defense. Ibrahim Saidi right now is getting all cylinders fired up for Al-Sadd.
Al-Sadd.
I don't know how it's going to turn
and here he comes with the ball now.
But
Costas.
so far.
Dieng. Isa. Costas. Saidi to Costas. Costas on the run back to Saidi. Saidi couldn't control the ball. It's in the hands of Monroe. Monroe only Costas to beat. And Costas infringes.
I have to say something. Costas is tired.
Yeah, he looks tired.
He has an open three. He prefers to give the ball to Ibrahim Saidi, who is on the court to play defense. And he has an open three. He just scored. I think even in the semi-final, you can see that he's tired. And it's normal. He's a guy, he plays 40 minutes. He does everything. He's a leader.
His legs
he's
are
mentally right now.
For 40
he looks
minutes,
like tired.
they have to be tired.
It's very difficult to go, and you go every game.
The energy level of the first half
you
has
have
been
to follow.
For everybody playing.
And also doesn't with Abdurrahim Abu Isa, they don't have the subs to help on this part to like make a small rotation. So,
well, if you have the involvement of Costas so far up to the third quarter, you have to be tired. Nobody's immortal. Abu Isa for SADD. Dieng almost slapped away. Dieng off the glass, takes on Majok and quickly gets in defense. Cassis pulls away from Saidi. Cassis. Saidi on his back. Saidi. Cassis intercepted by Dieng. Dieng holds it. Finds Costas. A long pass to Abu Isa. Abu Isa!
Another offensive foul, I think, goes to Pippen, which is his fourth. Yes, fourth foul. Another offensive foul. It's a bad break for this is for Al-Sadd. Now they're coming back. They had an open three. It's offensive foul on Pippen. So Yassin Taha needs to come back, and let's see how they will defend with bigger guy, 198, 196. Sorry, bigger guy. This Baba Gardel.
See if they can maintain the momentum. Sami Monroe takes a shot, unsuccessful, taken away by Costas. Costas pulls away on the far end, looking for some support. He finds it in Saidi. Saidi takes on Majok. Costas shakes, rattles, rolls. Oh, and he loves that. He loves that.
Al-Sadd is starting to play a little their passing game again. So let's see how it's going to go for them.
And the passing is landing this time, and they're a little bit more careful. They know now that Al-Arabi are onto the ball, and they're dumbing with their first pass and throwing the second pass. Catching Al-Arabi out of position. Costas, first free throw. In. 4:37 on the clock. 50 plays 46. Make that 47. Could this be 48 for Costas? Costas already with 14 points on the board. Make that 15. 50 plays at 48. 4:35 left on the clock. Rushdie takes on the defense. 3 of them standing there. And a pass for Abu Isa. Nobody's home. He should make this so easy off the board. And a timeout called by Mamluk.
Excellent game from Al Sadd right now. They're missing Pippen, so everybody now defends. Ibrahim Saidi gave the first spark. The absence of Kevion Pippen forced everybody to defend, everybody to show energy. Quick timeout from Coach Hatem because he expected now his team, they had an 11-point lead and the possession, and it's a tie game again. Al Sadd is playing after 25 minutes their basketball, less turnovers, passing the balls, try to do the correct thing.
Well, the best thing that happened for Al Sadd was the halftime break because it gave Vasalis an opportunity to tell them exactly what to do and how they should be playing. And they've come out and they're executing his words to perfection. And as a result, they find themselves equaled on the scoreboard with 50-50, 4:18 left on the clock in the third quarter. A remarkable comeback for the SADD team. Now, the next question is, can they continue the momentum? Can they continue the pattern of play to take them into the lead into the fourth quarter?
In these situations, the most experienced team dictates what's going to happen. ARABI will dictate because they don't have foul trouble. Al Sadd has. They have the experience. They have the know-how. How they will play right now after the timeout of Coach Hatem will dictate the game. They are the experienced team. They are the heavy favorites. They need to show right now that they have the composure to gain back this momentum.
Play resumes with ARABI having possession. Cassis to Abdi. Rushdie. Majok. Sammy Monroe from downtown. 53 plays at 50.
It's a gamble that, you remember, you asked me something about the threes and the twos. They double inside Majok, and it's an open three for Sami. It's the European coaches, they will not believe that the opponent will make all the threes, so they say, I don't want Majok to dunk on me. We can say that it's better if Majok dunk than Sami shooting the three.
Yeah.
But the European coaches, they will not say this. All the coaches, not only. Coach Hatem will do the same.
They want to block the three.
They want to block the two.
The two.
They don't want the easy basket.
Here comes Sammy Monroe. Connects with Abdi. Easy. Abdi connects with the bucket. 55 plays at 50.
Very bad defense from Al Sadd. No defensive transition. The two oldest players on the court, they run and they finish the fast break.
Saidi. Costas to his captain Abu Isa. Back to Costas. Costas from downtown. Too strong. Sammy Monroe comes away with it. A pass from behind to himself and a slam dunk. Whoopa! 57 plays 50.
What
7 points straight.
The experienced team will dictate the tempo. 7-0 run immediately in 1 minute after timeout because they have the players, they have the knowledge, they know how to win these games. And they have, all the Americans, all the imports, which is very important.
Cassis, Abdi, Sammy Monroe from downtown. And a push and shove between Majok and Dieng.
Second foul, very good defense from Dieng. Second foul for Majok.
Dieng finds himself on the ground and complaining to the referee. How can you leave him on the court? He wants a send-off. He wants a send-off.
I think slowly Coach Bratsiakos will...
And that's the frustration. The frustration seeking in.
warning from referee from Lada.
If you remember last time Mamlok played here, he was sent from
In the final, yes.
He needs to calm down. He doesn't have a good record. But I think he's got a legitimate call. They're saying it came off the knee.
What the referee said is that the bench, the assistant coaches were very active on the bench, which is not allowed. Only one person is allowed to stand, and this is Coach Hatton. Or one assistant, while Coach Hatton is
Al-Sadd with a
standing.
quick play the ball through Dieng. Dieng finds that SADD all alone. Dieng is all alone now. Too late. Rushdi's come across. Dieng from underneath. Turn, swivels, gets it in. As Cassis, a long carrot pass to Sammy Monroe.
Well, this is a good break for Arabi. A turnover, turn to assist. It was still the ball, but somebody again interfered. It's a good break for Arabi so far.
57 plays 52. 5-point match. 2:12 on the clock. So Sammy Monroe. With his second free shot. Costas, pass between the legs, intercepted by Majok, comes away through Cassis to Rushdie, back to Cassis, an overhead pass to Majok. Majok loses the ball.
And it's
And they push
third foul
Majok for Abu Isa.
third foul on Babakar, and 2 free throws for Arabi, which is very good point for Coach Hatem and his team. Ibrahim Sari did his job. He inserted defense, but now comes the problem of the offense, because Ibrahim Sari is not the shooter that Omer Saad is. So Omer Saad needs to play the defense and make the shots that Arabi is giving them. It's 2 free throws. And again, a 9-point lead it will be for Arabi. This is a very good reaction after a timeout.
And Majok successful with two free throws as Arabi kick away with the match. 61-52.
Had a foul to give Al Arabi, and also the first player with foul trouble, Rushdie with 3, all the others with 1 and 2. It's nothing important for a game like this. Ahmed Saidi will enter though, because Coach Hatem wants defense.
.61 plays 52, 1:33 left on the clock in the third quarter. Sammy Monroe pulls away for Al Arabi. Sammy takes on the
This
defense.
is what we get. What happened? 50-50. Sami 7 points in a row. This one-on-one game that sometimes is not working against Al-Sadd will work, because there's a difference in sizes. He saw Pippen outside of the court, who is 2 meters 10. 12-point lead, close. Al Arabi to finish the game so far. Even it's third quarter, they have the knowledge to do this.
64 plays at 52 as Al Arabi make a change, and they inject the number 17, Ahmed Saeed.
Ahmed Saidi, yes.
And there he is with the ball now, his first touch. Passes to Cassis. Cassis back to Ahmed. Oh, and it hits the rim, bounces out. Costas, he's got nobody in front of him. Costas will do it all alone. A back pass to Abu Isa. He didn't need to do that.
Because Sammy Monroe is doing exactly like the Mir Cup final. He is taking advantage of his height and his strength and the knowledge of the league.
Majok goes away with it. Abu Isa this time. Surely he will score. There's nobody there. And a connect. And a connect on Ahmad Saeed.
Abu Issa makes again a very big basket for Al Sadd. It could have been a 14 and 15 point game. He cuts the lead to 10. If he makes the free throw 9, he did it again in the first half. Let's see if this basket can wake up Al Sadd. They have some more fuel on tank. Sami will try to go one-on-one to take the foul or shoot something.
Sami from downtown, not successful. Costas. Abu Isa. Oh, and it's almost there on the buzzer.
He had some seconds he could do.
It was a good try. It was a nice attempt. Unsuccessful in the end as we go into the end of the third quarter. Al-Arabi 64-55. They lead the Al-Sadd team. 11-point difference. Still anybody's game.
Arabi is on top, and Arabi
control the game. They have the
control.
momentum, but it's still anybody's game.
It will be the first 3 minutes that will decide this game because Kevin and people will come back. So we'll see how Al-Sadd will deal. Arabi looks more comfortable. After the first 5 minutes, they look more comfortable. It looks a lot like the Emir Cup final right now. They're taking advantage of their strengths. They're hiding their weaknesses. Like in the Emir Cup final, Al-Sadd didn't have their second import was Dust, but at the time didn't play so well. Kevin Pippen, he's out with foul troubles. Abu Issa did what he can. Costas, of course, he's the best player.
Costas is trying his best. There
are limits. I think the key right now is shooting from players like Omer Saad. If they can make some baskets, it's...
So there's Costas, the veteran, is leading the way with 15 points for the Al-Sadd team. He's closely followed by Diang Babakar and Faisal Abu Isa, the captain. They both sit on 14 points. In the other camp, we've got Sammy Monroe leading with 20 points. He's closely followed by Majok on 18. And next comes in Khalid Rushdi with 10 points. So the scores are evenly spread out on both teams. It's not one player hogging all the points. It's spread even 20 points for Sammy Monroe. Really, it's not a lot of points.
And there are 9 of them came in the 2 minutes in when Arabi ran this 12-0 run. He had 9 out of those points.
So a whopping 17 points from turnovers for Sadd. 9 for Arabi.
Very good job for Al-Sadd. Pushing Arabi to commit more turnovers. They committed 8 turnovers in this quarter. But the problem of Al-Sadd came, I think, more on the offensive end at this time. Because as you said, Kevin Pippen is not ready. He got in foul trouble. He needs to understand it's a totally different basketball game outside USA. 1 week of practice doesn't say anything.
It's a hard task and a big job to ask of somebody of the likes of Pippen, but the coach believes he's ready. And as a result, he is on the court for the Al-Sadd team as we resume the final quarter of the Men's Basketball League for third position between Al-Arabi and Al-Sadd as Majok from downtown. Successful.
Arabi makes this shot. It's very difficult for Al-Sadd to come back.
67 plays at 55. Diang is hustled by Cassis and loses the ball.
The foul is on Babakar Dieng, which is his 4th. This is excellent defense from Casas. This is what they do from the beginning. They attack Babakar Dieng with Rusdi, with Casas. This is a very excellent strategy.
They are hustlers, and Cassis is a hustler professional. Rusdi, Abdi looking for support. Finds it in the form of Sammy. Sammy steps in and back out. Sammy! And a nice support from Rusdi on the fly. 69 plays at 55. Dieng.
A team that was poised to win the league will not allow to lose this game.
Costas! What a nice reply!
And the best player in history of our league. He will continue to fight. Let's see how much fight they have.
69 plays at 58, 8:51 remaining in the final quarter of the men's basketball league for third position between Al-Arabi and Al-SADD. Coming to you live from the Rafa Sports Club. What a thrilling match before the final, which follows this match immediately between Al-Rafa and the Shamal Club, the defending champions. Who will be the league champions for 2020-2021?
Samal goes for the three-peat, or Garafa will turn to the throne after 6 years of absence. 7 years of absence. 2014 was the last title.
Shamal looking for the triple crown.
It's three-peat. Back to back. They have already back to back. Now they go for the three-peat.
SADD unsuccessful from outside. 69-58. The score remains 8:16 left on the clock in the final quarter. It's Sammy Monroe, the American import. Takes on three defenders, leaves Cassius unmarked out wide. Cassius couldn't capitalize, and Abdi pulls on Pippen.
Abdi knows that he's not in foul trouble. He had only one. He tried to steal the ball. Why not? He tries to make some small things, Arabi, to close this game.
SADD back to Abu Isa. Abu Isa had plenty of time, nobody on him.
All of them.
He could have taken a little bit more effort with that as Pippen slams in.
A little tired.
A two-pointer.
But they leave all the shots open, and they they challenge Al-SADD to make them.
69-60. Have you got a man of the match yet? I can't pick one. Sammy. Abdi. I guess if I had to pick one, it would be either Majok or Sammy Monroe.
It's Sammy Monroe with all the points, the rebounds, and especially the 9 points in a row when Al-SADD came back.
Abu Isa. Dribbles. SADD. A forced pass. You saw him mark. I would never have given it.
They try to put Omer SADD in the mix. If Omer SADD will not come back in the mix, Al-SADD will not come back. They give him what does Arabi does. They leave one player open. They try to defend the other five with 5 players. 4 against 5. So if Omer SADD will make the shots that they give him, they can come back. If not,
he's a 3-point specialist.
Exactly. And he's a 3-point specialist. But Arabi knows that it's not in the top shape. Let's not forget, Omer SADD was out of the game for 1 month with a leg injury. It means that he's still coming back.
Still finding his form.
So they prefer to attack Costas, to keep Costas out. Even Pippen is not going to hurt them. Costas, Dieng will hurt them. And they don't want them to do their game.
So the score 71-60. Al-Arabi, they have a 11-point lead over Al-SADD at the Rafa Sports Club as we come to you live. We thank you for your company wherever you may be watching us around the world. Make sure you tune in and stay with us immediately after this match for the Rafa Al-Shamal final. The first final for the 2021 season. This is the league that wraps up tonight. Plenty of prizes, plenty of medals to give away. And I hear there's plenty of VIPs coming.
20.
Plenty.
Plenty. Yeah, maybe 20.
Maybe 20. So
everybody's important.
Everybody, yeah. No, but these guys are very important. Samuel Rico and Anastasios Magoulas in the house with you. We hope you are enjoying this coverage as Costas takes a 3-point shot unsuccessfully. Has a 2-point shot unsuccessfully off the rebound. Sammy Monroe comes away with it. Rushdie now loses the ball.
Excellent defense from Omer SADD. Excellent transition defense.
Well, he didn't lose it. It really got knocked out by Omer SADD. SADD chased him all the way. Majok. Cassius for Al-Arabi. Abdi. Majok. Rushdie. Rushdie shakes and rattles. Comes up short. Dieng looking for somebody. Finds it. Inside. SADD. Dribbles around the corner pass to Pippen. Pippen goes himself.
Costas is fighting for the rebound. It's great.
Costas slapping whatever he can.
A legendary player like this.
Whatever he
fighting
can. He's slapping the ball, trying to get a rebound. Unsuccessful. And I think along the way, he got a couple of slaps on his hand.
It's a fight there. Everybody slaps.
71-60. 6:28 left on the clock. SADD. SADD for SADD. A shot unsuccessful by AHLI. SADD looked tired. When I see Costas struggling to get back in defense, I know SADD are in trouble. And it looks like also ARABI are tired.
ARABI is also tired because also they have only 5 players.
This has been a hectic
Atala
match.
is out, Bader is out.
SADD.
They're missing players.
SADD for SADD. Dieng. Costas. Costas dribbles forward, punches it away, finds SADD unmarked on the right. Too long in the hands of Majok for ARABI. ARABI. Majok controls it. Finds Abdi. Knee by. Abdi directing Rushdie where he wants him to be. Rushdie now with the ball from Majok. Rushdie. A dribble forward, drives it. Knocked out by Pippen. Great defense.
Excellent defenses from SADD. Exemplary defenses, but they need to score. They are down by 11 against an ARABI team.
I agree 100%. They need points. Is Dieng. Dieng running on the burst. Finds Abu Isa. Abu Isa trying to slow things down. They don't have much time. Here comes Dieng. Tries to push his way through. Runs into a brick tower. Cassis, nobody home.
Ooh.
Oh! What play! What play! I love to see that again. Cassis uses the board to pass it on to Sammy Monroe, who slams it in, flying on the burst. 73-60. One of the greatest points I've seen tonight, if not the league.
The best, one of the highlights of the league. Khalid Davies knows that the
And an intercept, a steal from Costas, from behind, from in front. It's there. The veteran legs are being pumped. They're working overtime.
One player against 5, but this one is a legend. So I
Don't
don't
you
know
love
how
it?
is staying alive.
One player against 5. I love it. Costas, the veteran from Greece. 73 plays 62. The old legs are still pumping. Costas with a free shot. 73-63, 10-point difference. 4:40 on the clock. Sammy Monroe to Majok. Rushdie. Cassis. Abdi, Majok under the rim. They're all too short, but not.
And all ball says the referee. Good defense from Costas, who also plays defense. He does everything tonight. He wants to win this game.
Slapped it out of his hands.
Yes.
Majok. Cassis. Abdi from the rebound. 75, plays 63, 4 left on the clock. SADD not ready to give in just yet. Dieng with a shot from downtown. 75-66.
A warning for delay of the game. The referees are controlling the game 100%.
Majok for ARABI. Back to Abdi. Majok. Majok dribbles and drives forward.
It is end one. This one is stopped.
The referee give him the point.
And the 5th foul on
Like
Baba
he's got
Kardim.
the points and the foul for him. 75 plays at 66 at 3:43 on the clock. 77.
Yes. And they have the 5th.
66. 3:43 on the clock and a free throw to come, but for Majok. 3 free throws?
No. It's the basket counts, and he has 1 free throw. plus Babakar is out. I think the bonus in this
So he gets a
situation is not
chance
the
to
one
score
free throw. Is that the best player, the second best player of Al Sadd, will be out of the game with 5 fouls. So excellent composure from the part of ARABI. Excellent fight from Al Sadd. Is, as you said, it's a level you cannot cross sometimes. Now, of course, they will have second thoughts. But if we kept Fotis inside, and because he's in better right now basketball condition.
And not only that, he had also the combination of the league. The guys have been together for a long time now. They have a very good understanding and combination.
But on the other hand, they will say bring a young guy like Pippen against Majok, and Majok has the game of his life, 27 in Doha. Sorry, not his life.
It's a chance that you take.
So,
you know what I mean? And at the end, it's the coach who lives with his own decision.
Yes.
You know, Vasilis is a very risky coach, and he's been very effective to date. Today, unfortunately, Pippen, from what I've seen, is just not ready.
Yeah, he's not ready. He's far from being ready.
I think Fotis would have been more effective for me, for my liking. But this is what it is. 77 plays 66, 3:43 on the clock. This is the final quarter of the men's final for third position. Costas works out to Abu Isa outside the rim, outside the boundary.
This is what they're missing, Sam. This is, at the end of the day, you said about offense. It is about shooting. So,
Sammy Monroe. So we get the statistics?
Yes, this is what I'm
checking
checking now, because there are too many open shots from Al Sadd that are not going in.
Let's get those statistics for Sammy Monroe. And Al-Arabi extend the lead, 80-66, 2:57 left on the clock in the final quarter. Dieng with a nice layup.
It's the 10 3-pointers from the best shooters, of the second best shooters of Al Sadd. 0 for Abu Isa, 0 for Al Sadd. It's not to blame them, but this is what happened. One of your best shooters are missing 10 open threes, wide open threes, and against Al-Arabi, it's very difficult to cover this.
So get those figures again one more time, please, for Sammy Monroe. So the QBF channel man of the match, as selected by our panel, will go to Sammy Monroe. Would you get his statistics, please?
Yes, of course. His statistics are, his presence is, he has scored so far 22 points. He has 17 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. Majok has also been brought 17 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals. This is what you want from a player that you brought him back to give you this third place game.
Cassis. Still a 10-point difference. It's been like this most of the match. Dieng takes on the 3 defenders. It finds Costas outside. Costas now he's tired. I know that for sure, because normally he would have landed this. He's back with the ball again. He looks to shake, finds SADD. It says SADD is in a better condition than I am. SADD couldn't make it, or SADD couldn't make it. Cassis comes away with the ball. SADD could have got that, made a meal of the ball. As a result, it ends up with Sammy Monroe, who slam dunks it. He flies high over Dieng, and a right-hand hook. Dieng tries to reply, almost there. Would have been sweet victory. Less than a minute left on the board as Al-Arabi lead 82-70. 12-point difference.
Great season for
Rushdie.
for both, for Al Sadd, sure. Let's start for the losers. what losers. They are a great team. They came back with these young players out of nowhere. They go to the Final Four. They fought with Garafa. They fought with ARABI. You cannot beat the level of the talent that ARABI has. ARABI they lost the first title that they wanted to win, the league title. They won the third position, and I'm sure they will try to have more on the Qatar Cup that is coming. They know that they will play Qatar Club on Tuesday. Al SADD will play Arayan. So let's see how this will go. Congrats to both teams. ARABI won. ARABI is third, like last year also. They finished third.
So a repeat again of last year's record. Al-Arabi victorious over Al SADD in the third placing in the men's basketball league. Congratulations to the Al-Arabi team. Well done. Also, congratulations to Coach Vasilis and his players. They fought hard. In the end, 12 points is nothing in basketball. And that was the score margin for most of the match.
It's a Cinderella story for Al SADD in sports. They came out really out of nowhere with 20-year-old kids. They came back. They played Emir Cup final. They lost again to ARABI, but losing to ARABI is something that you can expect. This is one of the top teams. They were expected to win the league.
So with us now is the QBF channel man of the match, Sammy Monroe. We're going to get you to put that around your neck. Congratulations. 82-70. It's not a convincing win, but it's enough to take third spot in the league. You must be happy with that.
Yeah. I'm definitely happy. I would have been happier if we was playing in the finals right now, but we'll take third. It was a good win. Way to come back from the loss that we took.
Sammy, you stayed out for 1 month, but you keep your condition always in top shape. How difficult is coming back after 1 month?
Oh, it's very difficult. I've been practicing, with the team and things like that, but it's nothing like playing in a game. So today was very difficult for me, but things will get better with the following games that come up.
You came up with statistics of 24 points, 17 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals. It's like if you haven't been away at all.
Yeah, that's just how I play. I play hard. I play to win. And these are the results you get from me sitting out for 1 month.
What's it like to have a break and then come back to the biggest match your team will play for the league?
Well, I was enjoying my vacation, honestly. But it's good to be back.
You cannot, you finish third, but you cannot sleep on this. You play immediately Cup. I think you're going to play Qatar Club. You know the league better than everybody. You know every team. Give us a first idea what we can expect from this game with Qatar.
You can expect us to win.
Okay.
We bring in the energy now that I'm back. We want nothing less than the Qatar Cup to be Qatar Cup champions. So we're going to play hard every game,
Sammy, I've been asking everybody we're speaking to tonight, Rafa and Al-Shamal, they play next. You've played them both all season. You know what they can and cannot do, their capabilities. I need you to pick a winner for me and tell me why.
Oh, man, that's a tough one.
Come on, Sammy. If you played against us, that was tough. This is tough.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I think the key players in today's match will be number 1 for Garafa. If he played good, maybe they'll get the win. But I got my money on Shamal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not with Garafa no more, so I'm picking Shamal.
Let's inform the people that the last league title for Garafa, you were present, if I'm correct.
Yeah, the last championship Garafa won in 2017, I think. Yeah, I was definitely playing with him, for sure. But I'm going with Shamal today because they got a lot of players. They look strong, and they get a lot of points off the bench. So
they've come in good form at the right time of the season.
Right.
Benches are finally complete at the right time of the season. Like Rafa, the same team, the same momentum, the same pattern that they've had, which has been effective for them. They are strong. They played a very good match last week against SADD. Not that SADD played bad. It's just that Rafa played a little bit better.
Right. I agree with you 100%. Rafa played better. SADD, they played good though, but Rafa brought more energy. They ended up winning the game. But Shamal played really good last game, and I just got to take my hats off to them. They deserve to be here today.
I'm with you, Sammy. I picked Shamal.
But Fadi is going to play in the position of Misa, of the tall guy, Georgian.
Marriage
How much it changed?
Oh,
Now you can see now because now we just watch the teams. Fadi will take the place of Misa. Misa cannot play due to an injury, so now you know Fadi. You play together. You play against him. You know how much Mansour is coming back. So now tell us now what do you think?
I like Fatty. He played great defense. He's a great shooter. He knows the league. He played here with some of the toughest teams. He brings a lot of energy. I think he played one game this year. He had like 30 points or something like that. And yeah, I mean, Shamal looked good at the one spot. They got Mansour.
What Tassus was trying to say, does it make a difference to who's going to win now?
From your perspective,
now that you know that Fadi's playing is taken over Bereshvili tonight, or Shamal will still win?
I still think Shamal will win.
I'm with you.
I still think Shamal will win. Yes, sir.
My good friend Tassus is not game enough. He loves sitting on fences.
No, I'm not going to sit on any fence on the seat.
I told him to sit long enough, it might be painful.
Right.
Sammy, we thank you very much. We'll let you go back to your team and enjoy your celebrations.
Most definitely.
We wish you all the best for the rest of the season and the other cups that we will be holding.
For sure, I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you, sir. So there you go, the man of the match between the ARABI and SADD team. SADD match 82-70. ARABI, they have beaten SADD. You can watch the game anytime you want. Just visit our YouTube channel, www.com/QatarBF. Do not go anywhere. Stay with us for the final of the Qatar Basketball National League between Al Gharafa and Shamal, the two big heavyweights from me, Sammy Rico and Tassus. Don't go anywhere, as we would love to have your company.